Okay, here we go. We've got a Terrier on the track. We've got a MERG ATC module and a CSR4. Many thanks to Gordon for all his help in getting us going. There was plenty of 101 errors by the operator going on with this one. The CSR4 adds some extra relays and helps a little bit with timing in the run of this. We're running in and out of a bit of light, so I have to keep hitting the screen to get it to basically look at half decent. The shuttle is set at the moment to its minimum dwell time, so that's why it's just zapping straight back and forwards. There's a couple of green marks on the timber here, which are where the insulated joints are. Basically, I've just used three pieces of flex track. The module's over there, and you can see the LEDs on it saying what's going on. If we just stay watching those for a moment, we'll see the LED on the right change when it's come out of the end and time's gone off. Now the red's come up on that to say it's been detected. And away she goes the other way. You can just hear it. The module's currently set to minimum acceleration and minimum braking. Given I've got all the wagons on one side of the loco, it's not stopping near one end, but it's stopping right down the end at the other. There is a servo down here that's for the signal, and it's fallen over so you can't see it. I'll just reach across and get it. And in the next pass we'll see what's going on with that servo. And there's the servo's gone. The hum's coming up on the motor as the pulse width modulation comes up. And away she goes. I should be holding this iPad with two hands and make it a bit more stable. There goes the train. It's in the end and it'll slow down and stop. And I trust it to. The L and the T on the module, you can see are just the a couple of markers I put in there, one for the logic side and one for the traction side regulator for the train. With the CSR on board, I needed to use a common power supply, and at the moment it's just running off the 15 volt side of my dual power bench supply, and you can see the current coming up as the loco's fired up. To use the CSR, I needed to use a single power supply where previously I was running on two. It appears that there's just a single 0 volt going across to the CSR, not a 0 volt for both the logic side and the traction side, hence going back and using a single supply this time instead of dual. I could have used dual and just combined the grounds together, but this was by far the easiest way to do it. There is so little current in the logic side that the logic regulator doesn't get warm at all, even at 15 volts coming in. That's it. It's a very crude video, but the module is good to go to take down to Rob's place, ready for his O-gauge layout for the train show at Brisbane. There's one other thing that this module will have done to it. The pots are going to be ripped off the board and they'll be left on the control panel with the wiring up to the connector of it on the weekend for the control panel. But come on, I've yet to rip them off here. I needed to debug what I'd done wrong. A couple of 101 errors in the building. The last one I just found was that I had a pin bent under the Darlington driver chip. That was never going to help. Interesting thing though, the easiest way to test that was to actually remove the 4094 chip that was in there for the sequencing of things, and then just touch the inputs of the Darlington with a 5 volt line, and the very first one I hit, the relay didn't fire. All the other ones did. As soon as I popped out the Darlington out of the socket, it was plain as the nose on your face what had gone wrong. Alright, thank you very much. Bye.